welcome to the Oyasound Podcast with your host, Sabine Blaizin, and today's special guest, DJ Pizzi.
Hey.
So let the people know about yourself. Introduce yourself.
My name is Pizzi. I'm a music producer, DJ, artist, based here in New York. And yeah, I'm just a general creative altogether. Don't really try to, box myself too much. But I would say the main thing is music, but, wear many hats,
Yes.
and excited to wear them.
So we are so excited to have you here. We're excited to feature you for our upcoming residency at About Last Night, Brooklyn Club. Our party called Colte, celebrating and highlighting Haitian roots and house music. So we definitely wanted people to get to know who you are. You've been blowing up, and it's a pleasure and honor to have you here. So you've been in the music industry for over 15 years, and you play a variety of genres from Afro house, Amapiano to Gom. What inspired the sort of shifts in sound, and how do you blend all these beautiful global influences, of course, with your Haitian roots to create something unique?
Right? Yeah, exactly. Just so it's clear, Zoe all day, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so when I first started, obviously I wanted to be a hip hop producer. I wanted to be Dr. Dre, simple
Wow.
as that,
Nice.
So I tried everything to just learn MIDI, the language at the time, because it was such a fresh thing. I was actually using tape to produce, where you put, you had the two tape decks.
Yes.
So I had to record one loop on one tape. After I'm done, then I'll switch it at another tape
Classic.
and hit
Wow.
record until I have the full thing, done, right? So I would say that's what helped me kind of master just timing and arrangement, because I had to do it manually. There was no computer.
Ooh, wow.
And then, fast forward, I kept pushing for it, and then I was mentored. Me and my partner at the time was mentored by Ryan Leslie. So he really showed us the ropes of how to actually create music, right? And pitch it and make it, worth someone's time to even listen,
Yes.
So that's what got me into the pop space, so I was doing a lot of pop music at the time. And then since, me and my partner at the time was marketing ourselves as artists on YouTube, and Ryan Leslie was like, by the way, there's this thing called YouTube, you guys need to get on it.
Yes.
And I was like way early on, all right? And then, fast forward, we were marketing ourselves as artists on YouTube, and during that time, the producer artist was in the EDM space. So
Okay.
then I got into electronic music, and, had to deal with Ultra, and, that's where I would say the trajectory of just like notability and
Sure.
notoriety start to come to play. And then, eventually got dropped, had to move back home, got lost, didn't know what to do. I was doing more music for TV sync at the time, but I was just, the passion was almost missing, right? Like I didn't know what direction I wanted to go to. And at the time, I think everything was evolving more towards like tech house and more the underground. So
Right.
I went to the underground too, right? So
Nice.
that's when I met with Tumelo, from Junction,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And then I started becoming a part of this community, the burner community, they're very underground. And I was, it was cool, right? It was cool
Yeah.
being a part of that. Then there was this one event, specific date, July 27th,
Wow, you remember the dates.
2017.
Ooh.
There was this woman playing, and I was like, what is these sounds? That's just resonating with my soul. I feel the beats, is it electronic? It has some tribal rhythms
Right,
to
right.
it. And I was like, that's where my rabbit hole started, with just finding these sounds. And you know who that young woman was?
I think I could guess.
You.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. You was that woman.
Oh my
I
goodness.
was mind blown by your set.
Oh,
And
this
then
is so good to
that's-
hear.
And that's what opened my world to Afro House. Because you was
Wow.
playing original Black Motion, original
Oh,
Black
yeah.
Coffee,
Oh, yeah.
Ariel Manello, Cuba,
Yes.
Kulo the Song. And
Yes. Shout out to
from-
all these amazing
yeah,
producers.
the OGs.
Yes.
This is 2017. And of course, trying it out, right? Especially
Yeah.
like in the space in the underground, you're
Yeah.
allowed to, try out different sounds. And yeah, it was definitely receptive, but obviously other spaces it wasn't,
Of course.
So
Of
I would
course.
like play the vibes
Mhm.
and they didn't get it. Like, yeah, you got to play that tech house. Go back to
Mhm,
that.
mhm, mhm.
Go back to the.
But there's a beauty and a beautiful marriage between the two, right?
Exactly.
Which I love,
Mhm.
especially most of the producers that you've mentioned, and just the style of like how I like to play out,
Mhm.
even to introduce them into that sound or the polyrhythms, but then it's that hard like tech house underneath. Well,
Yep.
all that's our music, right?
Exactly.
It's all interconnected.
Exactly.
So thank you for sharing that, because I
Yup.
didn't know that I
Mhm.
influenced you in that
Yeah,
way.
actually.
And that's a beautiful thing.
There you go, the screenshot. You remember that? You remember
Yes.
that? There you
Can
go.
y'all zoom in?
Don't zoom in the screen
No,
crack.
it's okay.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So that was
Thank
the
you.
date that
And it wasn't as popular. You're
it
absolutely
was not
correct.
popular at all.
Yes.
Fast forward, look where we are now.
Ooh, we're
So
creating platforms.
creating
we're creating our own
platforms, global
spaces.
phenomena. It
That's
has
right.
evolved sonically,
Yes.
and I'm just super happy to be a part of it, especially in New York, because I remember those times where it was hard,
Yes.
just to break that barrier, like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be the sound, this is the future, guys.
Yeah.
And they're like, we'll see. I'm
Oh
like,
my
all
gosh.
right.
And there's a lot of producers who are not from the continent
Mhm.
or from the diaspora. There's packs now for Afro house production. I mean, it
Exactly.
is evolved, but it's important for us to be the keepers of the culture and also evolve with it, and define for ourselves what is Afro house and how do we bring ourselves fully to this sound that is global, that everyone can have a part in. So in speaking to that, how does your sort of Haitian traditions or rhythms or just who you are as a Haitian person, how does that fit into this global sound?
Once again, the resonance, right?
Yes.
Like when I heard those sounds, it feel like home.
Exactly.
That's exactly what it felt like. So of course I do try to integrate that in my production, my sound selection, and outside of that, support the artists in our community doing it.
That's
Colo, Monito Nation,
Yes.
Paul.
Yes. Yes.
These guys are.
This is the generation. The time is now. Oh my gosh! And thank you for
Michael Braun, my brother.
Of course.
Just pushing the sound, pushing the culture. I just
doing it
love
right.
and doing it right.
Yeah.
And doing it right. How could I forget about Gardy?
Gardy. Of course,
OG.
that's one of my influences. For sure.
So once again, like not only just I try to apply some of the sounds or, some of the influence in my music.
Yes.
But whenever I get a chance, I'm playing the guys at Descendants. They're in my playlist.
That's right.
They got new music, I'm dropping it, just to represent.
Oh my gosh, what an amazing evolution of our sound.
Mhm.
And that was always a dream of mine to see how Haitian roots music and just like the rhythms of it, how it does go with house music, the four on the floor, and just seeing those worlds come together. And when I found out about Jeff de Guillaume or Gordy Givot,
Mhm.
and then found out there's a tribe of us
Yes, exactly.
out there in the island, playing it in the island of Haiti and of course across the world. But once you find those like-minded folks, you see that you're on the right path. Right. And then we could also be creative within it individually, which is a beautiful thing.
Exactly. And then just the emergence of the subgenres, right? Rah-rah tech.
Oh my gosh.
Is going to be a thing. You heard it here first.
Yes.
Right?
We got to put the carnival vibe up in it.
Got to.
So let's talk a little bit about your creative process, right? So when you're putting together a DJ set or producing a track, and again, we're mixing all these beautiful genres, how much of what is your process? Like, what is your mindset? How do you make it flow so seamlessly?
I'm a DJ instructor. That's why.
Oh,
yes.
Nice.
So I am a music producer, DJ instructor for the Spin DJ Academy. And
very good.
I do pay attention to detail with my sets.
Yes.
I'm a producer first. DJ secondary,
Okay.
right? So I got to tell a story with my sets, right?
Yes.
The mix and key got to be proper. You
Oof.
know, I got to mix on the right phrases, right? So I'm not just coming in on everything. I'm being very intentional, you
Nice.
know, with my sets. And that's what I try to teach as well, you know, because once
Yeah.
again, anybody could DJ now, right? Like, you
Yeah.
know, it's
But
not
it's
that
a
hard to pick
skill
up.
to take
But
people
it's the
on a
skill.
journey.
Exactly. It's a skill to take people on a
Yeah.
journey, knowing how to read the room.
Right.
Yeah, and then your energy, right? I'm not
Yes.
doing anything that's rocket science, but you could tell I love the music.
Oh,
I'm not
yes.
here just, you know,
Oh my gosh, we
picking what's
can't
hot, going to
wait.
top 10 Beatport and like, all right, I'm going to get this. No, I dig. I really
Good,
dig, you
good.
know? And then when I find music, I do love it. And then people resonate with that. When they see
Yeah.
me playing, they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
he knows these
You
songs.
embody the music, right? And it's coming
Exactly.
from your soul.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clearly something you're passionate about and that you love. I love seeing you DJ. I love seeing the reaction from the crowd. In this day and age, a lot of our sets are recorded, either video or audio. But to have that translate, right, through these different platforms, you could tell that there's a movement that you're building and it's really, you know, something special to you. So let's talk about your residency, right? So you are a resident DJ for Descendants Afro Experience in New York. I remember when you all just first started to now it being a global phenomenon, right? You just recently came back from Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So tell me about that residency. What's so special about that event? And where do you see yourself just in terms of the continued vibe of Descendants or yourself as your own brand as well?
Yeah, so, you know, once again, Descendants is family at this point, you
Nice.
know. Once again, you know, I am beyond grateful for Meaty and Soraya because at the time I didn't have much Afro house stuff going on,
Okay.
right? I maybe played one official Afro house event. That was Tech Afrique with Eli Fola,
Yes.
right? And then, you know, I've been trying to get into this space so hard, even during the pandemic. Like I used to throw up Kanye on the projector and act like I'm there, you know, because I
Right.
really want to be there. Then I got that call from Meaty and he was like, hey, I see, you know, you're in the space. And, you know,
Nice.
he took his chance and I just made sure didn't let that man down, you know. And that space is very, very special.
Yes.
Because once again, it's not too much about DJ worship. It is a vibe. It is a community. People do
Right.
come to release, to dance. It is a more
Ooh.
spiritual kind of movement, you know?
Yeah.
And
I like that. The spirituality behind house music or Afro house, right?
Yep.
It's very intentional.
Exactly. And it has to be, right? Because, you know,
Yeah.
once again, don't want to stir anything up, but, you know, we see where the sound is going, right?
Definitely.
We need to try our best to retain the
Yes.
essence of it.
Yes.
And I just love the Descendants space because everyone who come to our events, they are receptive, right? I would say that's one of the easiest gigs for me to play because
Yeah.
I can play whatever, you
Yeah.
know, and not saying
Oh,
whatever.
they're open to it through
Yeah.
the sound, their ear.
Exactly.
And also I love the idea of freedom and being uninhibited and just dancing. Because that's what house
Exactly.
music is about.
Exactly. And you know how it comes full circle, right? I was in spaces where I would try to test. Of course, I could play anywhere. You know, I could
Sure.
play open format. I could play, you know, tech house. I could go into, you know,
Yes.
any vibe. But in this space is like where I like truly, you know, curate and try to craft, you know, the sounds that I love, the sounds that I resonate with. And
Right.
I am super comfortable playing at Descendants. When I go play outside, even your event, I'm a little nervous. You know,
Don't
I'm a
be
little nervous going into
We
it.
are
you
so
know?
excited to have you, and definitely
Right.
go there. Definitely
Right.
go there.
Right, you know.
Just for folks that are listening, upcoming, we're doing a new residency at About last night in Brooklyn, and the party is called Recolte. Recolte means harvest in Haitian Creole. So we're harvesting all the good energy, the essence of Haitian roots and house music. So we want you to bring your full self to this party, and a lot of people will be getting a taste of you for the first time, right? So it's also a draw to your future projects, your residencies, etc.
Yeah.
So,
and clearly you my OG, so I gotta come correct.
all good. And just like how, it's reciprocal, right?
Yep.
You influenced me by seeing the future of Afro House and how you evolved, and I influenced you. So it's a beautiful thing that we're coming together and we're sort of giving homage to our ancestors, basically,
Exactly.
right? Which originates in Africa, transmuted itself beautifully in Haiti, and then we're also the future, right? So,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
there's definitely a mission behind this music. So I'm glad we're on this journey together.
Yes, exactly. And it's important.
Yes.
It's very important. I feel like
Definitely.
now more than ever, for sure.
Yes.
Proper representation is everything.
So what is the future for Pizzi? Collaborations, projects. How do you see your sound or your work evolving in the next couple of years?
I definitely want to do more collaborations. Right now, for me, the focus is the Descendants brand, right? Nurturing that and just making sure that platform stays just, on point. Obviously, with media as the lead, that's pretty much the pet project. But outside of that, definitely more music. We have a I'm not gonna say we might, but we do have a big year coming up with Bio. I don't know if you're familiar with Bio.
Oh yes, with Michael Brew.
Me and Steven are the creative directors for Bio.
Very good.
Since day one. Yeah. So.
Oh, you wear many hats.
Yeah.
And shout out to Steven Baboon. He did it.
Bro.
Oh my God, did an incredible cover for our album for Tonight We Fly.
Nice.
He's just been a collaborator at different events. He will be there on Saturday doing some photos. So like I said, it's the same tribe.
Yep, exactly. Same tribe. And once again, this year definitely want to just keep nurturing that, right? And just keep pushing, the envelope for, all the, communities that I'm a part of, whether it's Descendants, Bio, So for me, it's like, I'm nice. I make music. I can DJ.
You
right?
are nice.
But
nice.
what's after that, right?
Right.
What is our true mission? What are we trying to push? What boundaries are we trying to, cross?
Yeah.
That's the focus. And especially with Bio, with everything that's going on in Haiti right now.
Oh my goodness.
We need to be represented, and just to show that, we still out here. And Bio has been the best platform for me to be a part of, to
even if I've seen it grow from like a club in Williamsburg to like big stages. So congratulations to you and the team representing our beloved island IET very well. And that's so good to hear that the right people are in the right spaces, elevating our music, elevating our culture.
Exactly. Even if it's like I wear a tiny hat over here, right? I know like I'm a part of something bigger.
That's right.
And I would say that is the future, just trying to, grow, build, and provide the right representation wherever I go.
That's right.
Straight up.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Pizzi. We're so excited to have you as part of our Oyasound podcast. So, yes, Saturday, January 18th. Please join us in Brooklyn at About Last Night. We have a special guest DJ Pizzi.
My birthday weekend. So
we're celebrating your birthday?
Yes.
So you definitely have to come out and support. Check him out on IG. And his work with Bayo and also Descendants. And yes, so again, my name is Sabine Blaizin of Oyasound. Check out all things Oyasound at www.oyasound.com. Please cop our album, Tonight We Fly, I Swear Na Vole, is available on Bandcamp. Links are on the website. And come party with us. Hear the best of Afro House, Haitian roots, and global sounds.
And then once again, thank you for having me. Thank you for exposing me. And pretty much changed my life, right? As
Oh
far
my
as being
goodness.
able to discover these new sounds that I resonate with, because
Yes.
that's where, I felt like the blessing really started. It was that night. So I'm beyond grateful. You deserve all the flowers for
Oh my
everything
gosh.
you do.
I
For the
appreciate
sound.
that. I
For
appreciate
sure.
you. Ayi bobo.
Hey.
Nula, nula, nula.
nula.
Thank you, Pizzi.
Much love.
Panaman tombe, sa ki weli ramasser les pou mwen. Panaman tombe.